Ladies and gentlemen, take a look at this. Oh, wait, hold on. Give me 1 second. Hold on. Boom. Okay, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be predicting every single UFC champion by the end of 2026. This is the current lineup. I hope you can see what I see because I don't have a dual monitor, so I'm really just raw dogging it. Fucking stupid. Current Flyweight Champion, Joshua Van. Bantamweight, Peter Yan. Featherweight, Alex Volkanovski. Lightweight, Ilia Taptorio. Welterweight, Islam Demonchev. Middleweight, we got Hamza. Light heavyweight, Alex Pereira. And heavyweight, Tom the Bomb Aspinall. Shout out the ladies. We're not going to focus too much on them today. Maybe in a separate video. But for right now, we're going to focus on the men. That was incredibly gay. That's okay. We love our gay friends 2026. Oof, controversial. Now for flyweight, who do I think is going to be the champion by the end of 2026? Okay, I'm not going to fence it, but it deadass is a toss-up between 4 people. Hear me out. Joshua Van, the current champion, obviously. Pantoja, or it's going to be either Manel Cap or Tatsuro Taira. Nobody else is going to be champ. These are the big 4. Maybe if Horiguchi goes crazy, but let me not fence it. Here, you know what? This is going to be the flyweight champion. 100% quote me by the end of 2026. I'm so happy. Tatsuro Taira, the GOAT! I'm happy, thank you! I'm so happy. Thank you very much. That is the words of the GOAT himself, Tatsuro Taira, 18-1, suffered his only loss, going 5 hard rounds against Brandon Royval. Amazing fight. I love Royval. Tatsuro Taira is a demon grappler. Now, here's the thing. I don't know how the matchmaking is going to work. Manel Cap, Tatsuro Taira, Joshua Van, all 3 of these people need to fight each other. And they will. They're most likely all going to fight each other at some point this year. It's such a rock, paper, scissors ass matchup. And again, this is excluding the fucking wild card if Pantoja comes back. But how do I see this happening? There's so much going on. One, Manel Cap has the killer one-shot power. Manel Cap we've seen him do it to Royval. He can kill anybody. Little suspicious. You know, it's kind of weird that Manel Cap has literal tits, but I digress. I'm not going to throw out allegations. You know, if he's not on steroids, he's not on steroids. But he's killing people left and right in the flyweight division. Joshua Van is one of the most skilled prospects. I can't even call him a prospect because he's fucking champion now, but he's so young. 24. He is the best boxer in the flyweight division and one of the best boxers in MMA right now. Absolute demon on the feet. And Tatsuro Taira is the only person I can see that could present problems to Pantoja's grappling. So it's all just rock, paper, scissors. And I think with the improvements we've seen from Tatsuro Taira from the Royval fight, I think he can fucking lizard his way through most of the competition. The only person that really worries me for him is Manel Cap. Now, I hope Joshua Van stays champ. I hope he beats Tatsuro Taira, even though I like Tatsuro Taira. I hope he beats Manel Cap. I also like Manel Cap. And I also like Pantoja, but I hope he beats all of them. Is he going to? No idea. Probably not. I don't know, bro. It's so weird. I'm sticking to my answer. It's Tatsuro Taira. I do believe he has what it takes to be the flyweight champion. It's just there's so many, I guess, unknowns. Like, we've seen Joshua Van's takedown defense be tested by Ray Saruya and other people who have tried grappling with him, and he's shown amazing takedown defense, but no one to the point of Pantoja's grappling. We need to see that tested. Like, JDM looked great against Bilal, but he didn't look good against Islam. There are levels to this, and I don't know if Joshua Van has fully been tested in that department, at least to someone who's Pantoja's level. Yes, he beat Brandon Royval, but that was, 1, it was a war, and 2, he would have lost that fight if not for the 3rd round when he made the switch up to go for the oblique kicks. Genius, amazing fight IQ moment. But mind you, if you rewatch that fight, it was neck and neck literally until like the last minute and a half of round 3. I love that fight. Such a good fight. If I had to pick a runner up, bro, I can't. I'm not even going to pick it. It's literally like 33%. Manel Cap, Pantoja, Joshua Van. Flyweight is alive. It's vibrant. I love this division. I would have never thought I'd say that. I'm going to go with Tatsuro Taira. That's going to be my pick for the end of 2026 Flyweight. All right, I took way too long explaining Flyweight. Let's try to be a bit quicker. For Bantamweight, I think the champion, this one's a lot more obvious. It's got to be Umar. It's got to be Umar. He just beat Batista. Great win. Probably his best win. If you want to say Sandhagen's better, sure, I get that. But I mean, most top-level guys beat Sandhagen. Shout out to Sandman. I like him. He is a great win. But beating Batista, especially after getting dropped by that knee and coming back and still 30-27 Batista, that's impressive. People got to start respecting Umar. I know he gets thrown into the whole Dagestani stereotype, like, oh, he's boring, all he does is wrestle. He is great at grappling, but he's a phenomenal striker too. He has some of the most fun, exciting leg kicks in the game. He's a phenomenal kickboxer. And I think he's going to have such a fun fight with Peter Yan when he fights him. I think he drowns Sean O'Malley. The only person who presents a problem is the only one who's beat him, Merab, which I don't know when their paths are going to cross, but eventually I could see Umar winning. Umar's about to smoke Figgy. It's going to be a fun competitive fight, but it's going to be a 30-27 regardless. Umar's going to win. They may give Sean O'Malley the title shot because he is a Mickey Mouse, Dana White privilege fucking fighter. He immediately got the rematch for Merab for no fucking reason. We saw that went. Great move, by the way, UFC. But I think Umar's just so well-rounded. I could see Peter Yan also giving him problems, and I wouldn't be mad if Peter Yan stays champion because I really like Peter Yan. But I am a fan of Umar. I don't like Merab. I do think he is the bantamweight GOAT. I'm not a full-on hater as I was when he first beat Sean O'Malley. I've come around to, you know, kind of, Merab's kind of cool, man, whatever. But I think Umar has what it takes to beat Merab in a rematch. Merab and Peter Yan are his biggest threats. Everybody else, they're not seeing the belt. I think it's Umar, Bantamweight Champion, 2026. Put the house on it. Now let's get interesting. Featherweight Champion. Lord. I think it's going to be Gene Silva. Now, this one is exciting because, one, I really love Gene Silva's fighting style. I'm not the biggest fan of him personally because I think he's like a full-on Zionist. Oh, Swans, don't get political in this. I don't give a fuck. It's my channel. I don't like Israel. Sorry. But for Gene Silva, I think he has such a fun fighting style. And, one, he got fluked against Diego. Let's call it what it is. Before you argue in the comments, did he get 10-8'd, dominated, round 1 by Diego? Yes. Did he get knocked out round 2 by Diego? Yes. Rematch. Trilogy. Quadrilogy. Gene Silva wins 9 times out of 10. He was in the worst position round 1. Diego Lopez does have underrated grappling. He got dominated. If Gene was not aggressive, he would have smoked Diego on the feet because he was already smoking him. And then Diego lands phenomenal spinning back elbow, and that just changes everything. But watch round 2, Diego doesn't know what the fuck to do. Gene Silva is murdering him, and he will get that back. He's about to have a war with Arnold Allen. Allen is a great fighter. And they're going to put up fight of the night, maybe even a contender for fight of the year. And he's going to annihilate Allen. It's probably going to be a round 2, round 3 finish. And it's going to be amazing. And I see Gene Silva just rise. The UFC loves him, first of all. He does not deserve this fight. He did get finished by Diego. He should be fighting down, but he's fighting up. I don't agree with that. They gave him this fight. He's going to beat Allen. Allen is going to be his best win to date because Allen is a phenomenal fighter, underrated. Gene Silva is going to run this division for as long as he wants. Now, for the lightweight champion, this one's obvious. Well, no, this one's not obvious. Arman Tsarukyan, which apparently this is his nickname and nobody calls him that. So I'm not going to pronounce that. This is the most skilled fighter in the lightweight division, and they're not letting him fight the champion. Joke of a company, joke of a sport. Dana White is a clown. The matchmakers are just all clowns. They're doing Patty versus Justin for a fake plastic belt. The thing is about lightweight, oh god, the UFC is so fucking stupid. The UFC is the only sport where you have to play into an account of a divorce to predict winners. Nobody knows when Ilya's gonna come back. Apparently, he's being alleged to be an abuser. I don't know anything about that. I don't know the facts. I just know that there's some public divorce shenanigans going on, and Ilya has stated he's gonna be out for a minute. He may have to vacate. He may come back sooner than expected for the White House card. I don't know. The only reason Arman will not be champ by 2026 is if the UFC keeps protecting Paddy. That's it. Paddy fighting for the interim belt, even if he destroys Justin Gaethje, is a joke. He does not deserve to be in that position for the horrible resume he has, robbing Gordon and beating losing streak Tony Ferguson, losing streak Michael Chandler, and Bobby Green. Okay, Paddy the body. Fucking clown, fucking scouser, fat fuck obese shithead. I'm sorry, I hate pampering. The only reason he's in this position is because of his stupid ass haircut and his accent. He is funny. I want to like Paddy, bro, but he's like a spoiled, entitled brat, which is crazy when I have Arman on my screen, the rich kid. Arman has proven way more than Paddy, and Arman would melt Justin Gaethje, and he would melt Paddy. The best fight you can make, we missed Islam versus Ilya. At least give us Arman versus Ilya, bro. Oh my god, the interim belt. What's gonna happen is Paddy's probably gonna submit Justin Gaethje. I don't know what they're gonna do with Arman. He may fight the winner of Max versus Charles, which, as big of a Max fan as I am, Arman may win that. He becomes the BMF, and then he challenges the interim, or maybe Ilya vacates, and then whoever's the interim just fucking Mickey Mouse's their way as the champ. And it's just such a fake belt, bro. And I can't hate on Ilya because obviously divorce sucks and he's got to do what he's got to do. I am more mad at the UFC making Justin versus Paddy be an interim belt. It should have been a 5-round co-main, if anything. Arman should be fighting Paddy if you want to move up Paddy. Paddy beating Arman would have actually cemented himself as a true contender. Joke of a company. Arman should be champ by the end of the year. Now for the welterweight division, greatest fighter of all time. I'm not going to spend too long on this. Nobody presents a problem to Islam at this moment. Ian Gary would be an interesting fight. We strangle him. Kamaru Usman, if he beats a real contender. I'm not going to say that and downplay Buckley. Buckley's a great win. 1-3. No title shot. That's a joke. Don't do that. Kamaru Usman needs one more to solidify that it wasn't just a stylistic matchup, but also there's hype because Kamaru Usman is still a demon. Beating Buckley is great. There's no hype for Usman to fight Islam off that win. You need more than that. For losing as much as you did 3 times, you need more than just a Buckley win. I'm sorry. There is potential for a fun and exciting Usman versus Islam fight. They just need to build up Usman, which sounds kind of crazy. I know, the 15-fight win streak, one of the goated welterweights of all time, but still, in this time, in this age, we need Islam's potential last fight to be a fantastic legacy win. If he beats Usman right now, they're just going to say, oh, he beat a fucking 1-3 old man with no knees. It's going to be harder to make that argument if Usman gets another win, a back-to-back solidified, goated win against a Shavkat, maybe a Morales, maybe a fucking Bilal, even though that win's not going to be the best because Ian Gary just smoked them. I don't know, but nobody presents problems to this man right here. Islam is going to stay champion. Only reason he's not champ is if he fucking retires. That's it. Now for middleweight, this one's also kind of obvious. Khamzat, for 2 reasons. One, he's too good. He's better than everybody in his division. Only one that can present problems is maybe a Fluffy, but we got to see how he does against Sean. Maybe Sean proves that his anti-grappling, his takedown defense is actually really good, and then there could be something there. But no, Khamzat is more than likely going to kill everybody in this division, as he already has. And another reason, he's way too inactive. He's going to fight 1 time this year. It's going to be against Amavov. It should be. And then that's it. We'll see Buddy again next year. I don't like Khamzat as champion, even though I really do like Khamzat. 15-0, bro. You've been in the UFC since like the COVID era. Get more wins. All right, now this one's actually going to be a bit tricky. The light heavyweight division. This one's almost as tricky as the flyweight division. I'm going to go with Yuri. I'm not going to fence it. I'm going to go with Yuri, but I'm not comfortable with this pick. Here's why. I do think that Alex is going to vacate. That'd be very awesome if he vacates and goes to Tom the Bomb Aspinall and goes to heavyweight. What happens then? It's going to be Yuri versus Olberg most likely. I don't know where they're going to put Magomed. Magomed's in a weird spot because obviously he is one of the most highly ranked contenders, deserving contenders, even though he just lost his belt. He was still a champion, so he deserves one fight, and then arguably he should be back in the title shot. But the thing is, the UFC, they don't like Big Ank. He's not a draw. He's very boring personality-wise. He doesn't speak English, and also his fighting style is not the most exciting. He's very skilled. He's got great stand-up. He's got pretty good wrestling, but I think his stand-up is what makes him very solid. He outboxed Alex for 5 fucking rounds, and then he got destroyed in the second fight, which, in my opinion, they should do a trilogy. They're not going to do that, obviously. Magomed is in a weird spot. He's almost like the wild card, like Pantoja. Like, when he comes back, who's he going to fight? Do I think Magomed beats Yuri? Yeah, I do, but I don't know if they're even going to make him... If Yuri and Magomed fight, they're going to fight near the end of the year. Yuri's probably going to fight Olberg, but I just don't know when Alex is going to vacate. So it's so weird. But bro, I could totally see a weird timeline where just Olberg's champ. We get the most boring shithead title fight, and Olberg's just champion. Oh my god, that would suck. Olberg is like a worst case scenario, because yeah, the knockout against Dominic Reyes is cool, but Olberg fights more fucking boring than Magomed, but nobody's gonna shit on him because he's not a Dagestani. Okay. That's just what it is. That's just how the UFC fan base, that's just how they are. That's how they operate. But, you know, it is what it is. Yuri against Olberg is going to be very fucking tricky. I do think Olberg beats... I do think Yuri beats him. But then again, Yuri looked like shit against Khalil Roundtree for 2 rounds, which scared the fuck out of me. Like, if there was just a bit more volume and power on Khalil's part, Yuri could have been killed. Like... He did not wake up until the 3rd round, which obviously Yuri's known to do that. He's known to get his ass whooped and then lock in. But can you do that against like a fighter as dangerous as Magomed? And I know people are like, oh, Magomed's dangerous. Yes, the fuck he is. Even though he doesn't knock out everybody, Magomed does have power, and Yuri fights like a fucking madman. I could see him just getting... And against Olberg as well. But I'm going to go on a limb here. And this is more like a fairy tale ass pick. No, it's not. I could see Yuri legitimately just fucking clobbering these guys. It's a good, not offensive. We're going to speak it into existence. Yuri's champ. 2026, Yuri will be champ. Now, last division. We're going to go with Tom the Bomb Aspinall. This one is also a bit tricky because Tom got eye fucked by Cyril Gahn, and he can't see currently. He just got surgery on one eye, and he's got to get the other eye done. I don't know the science, the medical practice behind that. I don't know how long he has to take to recover before he can even train, let alone actually start. I'm talking training like just be in the gym, let alone train to be in an actual fucking fight. I don't know how that's going to happen. I don't know if he'll ever be quote unquote the same again. God, dude, I'm looking at that fucking 14 first round finishes, dude. Out of 15 wins. God, Tom the Bomb, bro. One of a kind. I'm never going to count him out. Yes, he looked vulnerable in the Gahn fight, but that was a very competitive back and forth fight. Gahn was winning. That doesn't mean he was going to win the whole entire fight. Don't count out Tom, guys. I do think Gahn presents interesting challenges for him. I think Alex moving up to heavyweight would also present some interesting challenges for him. But I'd like to think Tom has not only the power, but the fight IQ to just find the chin, find the right perfect hit, and get him. He couldn't do it in the first round and Gahn. It was 1 round. We don't know what Tom looks like in round 3, 4, and 5. He could get worse, but we don't know that. And I think Tom's dominance makes this a safe pick. Alex would present a very interesting problem. Gahn would too. I would also like to see Almeida and his grappling test Tom's grappling, even though Almeida fucking sucks. He's very boring, but his grappling's very good, and I obviously want my champions to be dominant in most areas of MMA. So that would be interesting to see as well. Eventually, only thing is, will Tom have to vacate? Is he gonna be out way too long? We don't know. I'm gonna assume we'll see him at the end of this year, hopefully. Maybe fight an interim champion. Maybe that interim champion's gone versus Alex. Who knows? But I'm going to put my cards on Tom the Bomb Aspinall as the heavyweight champion at the end of 2026. All right, everybody, that does it for my predictions. I am going to rant about Justin Gaethje versus Patty in my next video, and I'll probably think of more ideas. If you have any suggestions, even though I have 6 subs, comment, let me know what you think, and I will see you at the next one.